there's one upgrade you can make to your sled that will both make riding safer and allow you to ride with way more confidence, it's auxiliary lighting. Anyone who's ever ridden at night knows it's an amazing experience, one that I personally love. Not only does it give you a strange sense of solitude, but it also allows you to extend your riding day by hours, which is always a good thing. But there are those times when your ride can inadvertently end up in the dark, and this does happen to trail riders, but it's most common for guys who ride in the mountains. When something unexpected happens and you find yourself heading home or back to the trailer long after the sun has set, having extra lighting will seem like a lifesaver, and in certain circumstances, it could literally save your life. MBRP, a company who prides itself in building products for enthusiasts, made by enthusiasts, has a lineup of auxiliary lighting that easily and stylishly integrates into your Ski-Doo G4 or G5, Lynx, or Polaris Matrix platform vehicles and offers a dramatic increase in light output. Available in both spot and flood configurations and including custom cut, welded, and powder-coated aluminum brackets that mount to your sled utilizing existing fastener locations, these lights not only improve nighttime visibility, but also look unique and cool when installed. I've got a set of spotlights for a Polaris Matrix and a set of floodlights for a Ski-Doo G5 that I'm going to install this afternoon. Then, later this evening, I'm going to take them out and see just how much they improve overall visibility. Installation on Ski-Doo's G5 platform is quite simple, requiring only a small amount of sled disassembly, no wire splicing at all, and only a tiny modification to one plastic part for routing the wires. Installation on Polaris's Matrix platform is only slightly more complex, requiring the removal of the top shock bolt, but it is otherwise an equally simple and easy process that will take about an hour. While there will no doubt be some people who think these lights don't integrate into the factory lines of the sled as cleanly as the factory offered auxiliary lighting options, there will be others, such as myself, who love the look. I think they look tough, and while they do stick out, the all-black design is quite stealthy. The brackets are of the highest quality, as are the pre-assembled wiring harnesses. Everything fits exactly as it should with no surprises, and instead of utilizing an auxiliary on-off switch, these lights are designed to come on using the factory high beam switch, which is super clean. The difference in light output between a stock G5 or Polaris Matrix and one that's equipped with MBRP's 20-watt auxiliary lighting kit is not just impressive, it's dramatic. The 120-meter long and 60-meter wide flood beam pattern on Ski-Doo's G5 is significantly wider than stock, but it's also significantly brighter, adding 1920 lumens from 4 OSRAM LEDs per side for a total output of 3840 lumens. Likewise, the 500-meter long and 20-meter wide spot beam pattern on the Polaris adds the same number of lumens from the same 4 OSRAM LEDs per pod and allows you to see so far ahead that even the 9R can't outrun its headlight. You're going to want to choose the appropriate beam pattern for how and where you ride. For example, a mountain sled or a crossover sled like the backcountry is likely to find itself in the tight trees and going slower speeds. If you find yourself in these conditions at night, you're going to want to be able to see as much of your surroundings as possible. The flood beam pattern is perfectly suited for this type of scenario. Alternately, if you find yourself on trails or lakes most often, as I do when I'm riding the 9R Assault, you're going to want to be able to see further ahead of you because you're likely traveling at higher speeds. The spot beam pattern with its longer throw is perfectly suited to these scenarios. If you're a mountain rider or someone who works with their sled like a trapper or ice fisherman, the flood pattern is probably what you want. But for anyone who sticks to the trails and lakes, the spot pattern is definitely your best choice. MBRP has even gone so far as to utilize different mounting locations for different types of riding. Mountain sleds have the lights mounted up high beside the factory light or gauge pod. Trail sleds have the lights mounted down lower and further apart above the shock mounts. I think MBRP has done a fantastic job with these auxiliary lights. I like how they look. I like the high quality of the mounting brackets and the wiring harnesses. I like that the light pods themselves are extremely tough and are IP67 waterproof rated. I like the 5700K cold white color temp of the LEDs, and I like that everything is easy to install. If I had to pick on something, it would be the included instructions. Now, the instructions themselves are well written, but the pictures are way too small to clearly see the necessary details of each step. Increasing the picture size wouldn't be hard to do, and it would be a huge help. Now, I do have to acknowledge the fact that both Ski-Doo and Polaris have auxiliary lighting options that integrate perfectly into the lines of the sled in their accessory parts catalogs. However, in my experience, none of these lights offer the incredible light output and, in turn, added visibility and therefore safety that the MBRP pods do. If you're looking for a high-quality auxiliary lighting solution for your Ski-Doo G4, G5, Lynx, or Polaris Matrix trail or mountain sled, definitely give MBRP's auxiliary light pods a serious look.